Hello dear friends, I welcome you all in Dear Mathematics YouTube channel. So before starting this lecture, I will request you to subscribe my channel, which will motivate me to give more videos. So in this, as I have started to solve the all GATE Mathematics aptitude question. So in previously you can check in my channel that previously I have given GATE 2021 all aptitude solution. That is 10 question of 15 marks. So today again we are with GATE 2020 mathematics paper, MA paper with aptitude part. Okay, so today we will solve all these 10 question of 15 marks that came GATE 2020 in mathematics paper. So here we go. The first question is on English. Okay, so the first question says Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award was conferred blank Mary Kom. So remember that in English, if any some award or some important or some prestigious things given to some eminent person for their good doings for the country or for something else, then always something is conferred on. You can search in Google. If something is conferred, some award is given to some person, but if something is conferred means for their good doings, then after conferred it will be on someone. Some good award or some prestigious award is conferred on someone, some eminent person. So first part will be on, and we can see that second blank will be very easy because that is the location. So before location it will be at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. So it is very easy second part. So obviously only first part is little bit confused because some award or something is given to some person, but if some respected genius, some respected things to conferred on some respected person for their good doings, then that award or something will be conferred on someone. You can search about this grammar. You can search on Google. You will get why it is on. Okay, so hence C is option correct answer. Okay, so let us move to second question. Despite a string of poor performance, the chance of KL Rahul selection in the team, sir. So KL Rahul is a cricket player. So the statement is saying that despite a string of poor performance, continuously he is performing very poor. Okay, he is a batsman, so he is obviously poor performance. He is scoring very less in continuously. So here the statement is in negative way. So if some person is telling to some person that is despite a string of poor performance, the chance of KL Rahul selection in the team are, it will be obviously, since he has started with a negative statement, and also he has started the statement with despite, so it will obviously the latter part will be some good because possibility, he is just assuring the possibility of KL Rahul selection in the team. Because the statement started with despite. So despite of his poor performance, he will definitely get selected. Such kind of statement. He is performing poor. Despite of that also he will get selected in the team. So obviously, since started with negative statement, means the negative way or some bad way, the statement, it will says about his good way. That is, despite of string of poor performance, the chance of KL Rahul selection the team will be definitely he will get. So slim option is not preferable, and obvious. The chance of KL Rahul selection in the team are obvious. So uncertain will not come because here it is negative way, so it must be positive way. So uncertain will also cancel. So at least we can cancel two option from this. So either answer will be B or answer will be C. But since it said as a poor, so they have taken the opposite, that bright. So answer is in GATE, answer is given as bright. But I will tell you, at the 2020, at GATE 2020, most of the people, even myself also, have selected obvious option. So for English, yesterday also I told about that in that lecture, that English you can't guarantee the solution. You can see the many options will be looks like similar. So it is your surety or it is your knowledge for English that you will select or not. Okay, moving to the next question. It is very easy one. Select the word that fits the analogy. Cover, uncover, that is opposite. So associate, opposite will be disassociate. Okay, that option D is correct. Moving to the next question. So before moving to next question, I will again request you, please subscribe my channel. It will really motivate me to give more videos, and like and also share with your friends. So in the fourth question, it said that it is given as some English question, some passage, and this passage you read this and you will see that all options looks like very close. So I will not solve this question, and such type of question recently don't come such question, and even only in 2020 only such kind of English, hardcore English question came. Okay, so don't worry, you just read this. It is like a English passage and conclude some, and answer is given as D. Okay, but I will not since I have no logical idea for this English one, so I will not describe this. Okay, so moving to next question. It is a very good question. Okay, it will test your arithmetic ability of class 11 and 12. Okay, so it is a difference between first sum of first two and natural numbers, and means difference. This is first sum of two and natural number. Difference means minus the sum of first n odd natural number. Okay, n odd natural number. So it is easy. So we know that first sum of n natural number is n into, it is very easy one, you everyone know, n into n plus 1, first n natural number. Since it is given 2n, so that will be 2n into 2n plus 1 by 2, and minus for this sum of first odd natural number. If you know from class 11, and the answer will be n square. First n odd natural number sum is n square. But let's see how it came. So formula for sum of n natural number, if we have the their difference, means their common difference, then how it is the how is the sum formula? Sum of n is nothing but total number of terms, that is n by 2. Okay, and 2a plus n minus 1 into d, that is the formula. So sum of total n is the total number of terms, and a is the first terms, and n minus 1 and d is the common difference. So for odd naturals, it is n natural number, so formula will be 2n by 2, and first, therefore 2 into, and the first n odd natural means the first element is 1. Okay, first element is 1 plus n minus 1 into d, common difference. Since the odd since we are taking only odd terms, so 1 3, so their common difference is 2. Okay, 3 5. Okay, so you solve this, you will get, obviously you will get n square. You solve this, you will get n square. Okay, so now solving this, it is 4n square plus 2n minus 2n square divided by 2. So if you solve this, you will get 2n square plus 2n divided by 2. Okay, so if you take 2 common, you will get n square plus n, and 2 will cancel, so answer will be n square plus n, that is option B is correct. So moving to the next question. So it is again English question, but it is here, it is some conclusion you can draw. Okay, that's why let's discuss this question. Okay, here given that so we know that there is a RBI banks and commercial banks, suppose HDFC bank. Okay, these are commercial banks, and it is government banks, that is RBI. Okay, so HDFC, RBI just print that in our currency. Okay, so so when these commercial banks takes a loan from this RBI, then the rate is known as repo rate. Repo rate is the rate at which RBI lends commercial banks. Means when they when HDFC go to RBI for some money, so at which rate they will lend RBI? RBI will lend with repo rate, and reverse repo rate is the rate at which RBI borrow. Sometimes RBI also borrow some money from the commercial banks. Okay, that is that rate at which they will borrow, that is reverse repo rate. Okay, reverse repo rate. So let's see. So now all the options are decrease in repo rate, increase in repo rate, increase in repo rate, decrease in repo rate. So only see the first one. So we'll, and by commercial bank means they are relating, they are giving the statement with respect to commercial banks. Commercial banks will lend or borrow, that's in this way. Okay, so all the options are for the commercial banks. commercial banks will either lend from RBI or it will borrow to RBI. Okay, so if the repo rate increase, means RBI increase the rate, so what will happen? HDFC, when HDFC went to RBI, so when the repo rate increase, then HDFC will borrow. That borrow will obviously increase the borrowing cost. Okay, HDFC went to RBI to borrow some money, so it will obviously increase. If repo rate increase, then obviously HDFC borrow will be increased, because they gone to RBI to borrow some money, so it will also increase. So if repo rate is decreased, so HDFC borrowing cost will decrease. So decrease in repo rate, increase in cost, no. If repo rate decrease, then HDFC borrowing cost will be decreased. So here decrease in repo rate will decrease in cost. Okay, so option from A and D is correct one. So let's see B. Increase in repo rate, I told you, obviously increase will HDFC borrowing cost. So here increase in repo rate, both where they are decrease written. Okay, so both the statement wrong, hence only D remains. So decrease in repo rate will decrease cost of borrowing. Okay, so from A and D you can conclude, but B and C it is a wrong statement startingly. So only D is the correct one. Decrease in repo rate, if repo rate decrease, that is RBI decreasing the rate, so HDFC borrowing cost, means they will borrow from RBI, obviously it will be also reduced. So D is correct statement, hence D is correct. So moving to next question. Number 7, it is said that there are 8 people seated in a circular table. Okay, so it is a circular table. So if nothing is given, so we will assume that all the people seated in a equal distance, and they seated in a equal distance. Okay, so the main thing is, in such question we have to first of all have the ability to draw the diagram using the statement. If we can easily draw the diagram, then conclusion will be very easily will get. That means conclusion is answers are called conclusion, and the diagram will be drawn using the statements of this given, of the question given. So okay, so the first statement is given as, suppose 8 people are seated in a circular table. So we will assume that they are seated in equal distance and also they are facing to each other. So S is seated opposite to W. So arbitrary nothing is given, so we will take S is seated opposite to W. You can take W here, S is below, no problem. But S is seated opposite to W. The second statement is U is seated at the second place to the right of R. So given that U seated second place to the right of R, but here U and R we have no position, so we can draw here now. T, third option, T is seated at the third place to the left of R. Here also we can't draw anything here, because T position, R position we don't know. So let's see fourth. B is neighborhood of S. So from this we can easily draw. So S is here, so B could be here or here, so we don't know which one. So we will assume similar circle. Okay, we will use other statements, and you can easily see that one diagram will get cancelled out. Okay, so let's suppose B is here in this diagram, and here in this diagram. It could be any side, right? We don't know which one is B. So we have taken both the options. So now again go to the statement 2. U is seated at the second place to the right of R. Since U position and R position is not given, so we are considering that R is nothing. R is neighborhood of S, or you can take anywhere, but we are considering R is neighborhood of S arbitrary because nothing is given. So we will check it will follow or not. If other statement follow this R position, then our R position is correct. Okay, no problem. So if we take R as neighborhood of S, since we have two situations, so here R will be here and here R will be here. So third statement is, from second statement is not completed. U is seated at the second place to the right of R. So since R is facing this direction, R is facing to this direction. Okay, so right of R is in this figure is this here, and right of R in this, means right hand side will be in this direction. So right of R will be in this direction, and in this diagram right of R will be in this direction. So U seated at the second of right of R. So right of R first position, second position. So in this diagram it is totally not possible because B is already in the second position. So from these two situation, one situation get cancelled out. So obviously this situation will hold out. So U will be the second place at the right of R. Okay, so right of R, this is the first place, this is the second place. So obviously there will be U. Okay, there will be U. So now the third statement, T is seated at the third place to the left of R. So this one will not see because this one has get cancelled out, this situation get cancelled out. So this is right direction, so it is the left direction of R, means R is facing this in the center wards, so left hand will be in this direction. So third place, first place, second place, third place. At third place T is there. So for P and Q nothing is given, so either in this position left, this position left. So either here P or Q, anyone will be here, here also anyone will be, I don't know which one is here. So now our diagram is completed. So let's go to the conclusion. P is neighborhood of R. Here we can see that there are two situations. P is neighborhood of R or Q is neighborhood of, we don't know which one. Maybe Q is here or maybe P is here. So if there is Q, so the statement P will be wrong. So which of the following statement must be true? So we can't directly say that P is always true because we don't know. Q may be here. So this one cross. Q is neighborhood of R. Similar, same position. Q can be or Q cannot be. P can be here. Okay. So P is not, Q is not neighborhood of R. Okay. So we don't know, maybe or may not be. So it is not always true. Hence it is get cancelled. And D, let's see D statement. R is left neighborhood of S. R is left neighborhood of S. So right of S is this one, left of S is this one. But left neighborhood of S is B, because this one is not here, B. So the third statement is not always true in this situation. So let's see, P is not seated opposite to Q. It is always true. If you draw this also, any diagram also, P is here, Q is here, or Q is here, P is here. So P and Q can never be opposite to each other. So C will always be true. Hence C is the statement, correct statement. So moving to the next question. Next statement said that is a distance and speed formula. So it is given that there are two positions, that is Delhi and another place Agra. Okay. So these two places, and given that 233 kilometer their distance. Okay. It is Delhi and it is Agra. So they are telling that P vehicle started from here and Q is started from this direction. And they are telling that P started and Q started from Agra to Delhi, okay, in the same road, okay. And it is telling that Q started from Agra to Delhi along the same road 1 hour after the P started. So P started at a time, we don't know at which time, but Q started after 1 hour. And in the next they are telling that two cars crossed each other 75 minutes after the car Q started. So suppose they are coming, suppose it is their crossing position, okay. So Q came in this up to this much, taking 75 minutes, and crossing with the P. So obviously P will take to reach this position will be 1 hour plus 75 minutes, because Q started after 75 minutes. So P has reached the cross position after 1 hour plus 75 minutes, and Q reached at this position is 75 minutes only, okay. So and they are telling that both are traveling with constant speed. So their speed is constant, means they are not accelerating. The speed for car P was 10 km more than the speed of Q. Suppose P speed is X, then Q speed will be definitely X minus 10, okay. If it is 20 P speed, then Q speed will be 10, okay, because it is 10 km per hour is more, okay. So now the question is how many kilometer the car Q has traveled when the car crossed each other. So they are asking this distance, what is the distance of this. So we know the distance is speed into time. So now we have to find this speed, that is X we need to find. So let us solve this. So if we solve this, if we now by the diagram, from the diagram we can see that if we find this distance and this distance up to crossing position, and if we sum this, total distance will be 233 km. So we will use this equation and we will solve this X. So it will be nothing but it will be, so since kilometer per hour question, so all the minute we will convert to hour. So 1 hour 75 minute will be 135 minute. 135 minute you can write as 2 hour 1 by 4 hours, means it is the 9 by 4 hour. So in hour you put 60 minute, so you will get 135 minutes, okay, if you solve this. So 9 by 4 hour, this one converted, and 75 minute will be 1 hour 1 by 4, since 15 minute is 1 by 4 of 60 minute, so 1 by 4 hours. So you can write, you solve 4 into 1 plus 1, that is 5 by 4. Here also 4 into 2 8 plus 1, that is 9 by 4, 5 by 4 hour. So we have got the time. So then from this, according to question, we will have speed into time, that is this distance. This distance is x into 9 by 4, that is this time, plus again speed into time, that is speed is 10 minus x minus 10 into 5 by 4. So if you solve this, is equal to the total distance, this distance plus this distance equal to 233 kilometer. Okay, if you solve this, it is very easy to solve, and you will also have the calculator in your gate calculator. So if you solve this, you will get x is equal to 982 by 14. You solve this, you will get this one. Okay, you solve this, you will get this one. So now if you get the x, now put x value for this distance, put x value this one, that is x minus 10 speed into 5 by 4. Only q distance we require. They are asking only how much q covered. So this is the speed, that is if you put x is here and minus 10 and into 5 by 4, then you will definitely, if you solve this, you will get 75 point. Use the calculator, you put 982 by 14 minus 10 into 5 by 4, speed into time, that is distance, you will get 75.17 kilometer. Okay, it is nothing but 75.2 kilometer approximately. So option B is correct. So let us move into the next question. It is very one of the easy question of the 2020 gate aptitude question. Okay, it is given that a matrix is given and it is coordinated as mij. I is varying from 1 to 4, j is from varying from 1 to 4. So from this only directly you can see that it is a 4 by 4 matrix, that is square matrix, because I is running from 1 to 4, that is m11, m12, m13, m14, j is also, so 4 cross 4 matrix. Okay, because index are running from 1 to 4 in both the direction, row and column. So 4 by 4, and that given that the diagonal element are all 0, and here it is given that diagonal element all are 0, and it is given that mij is nothing but minus of mji, that is skew symmetry condition, that is what will be a1 2, the a21 will be negative of that one. Okay, a21, it is these are same thing, means if it is x, then it will be minus x, this part. Okay, that means, and the last they are asking that the minimum number of elements required to fully specify this matrix. That means what we can see, since it is skew symmetry condition, that means if we get the all the element for upper of the diagonal, upper part of the diagonal, then lower part of the diagonal is nothing but the negative of this condition, that is skew symmetry condition. So we don't need the below part elements, we only need upper part elements. If we can have the upper part elements, then we can write using skew symmetric this condition, only we will put negative. If it is x, it will be minus x, if it is y, it will be minus y. Okay, and if it is z, it will be minus z corner 1, because we will use this condition. So only we need upper part elements, and diagonal is 0, so it is already given, so we don't need any number of element. So the minimum number of element will be, only if we know this number of element, then we will get it. So in the first row we need 3 element, in second row we need only 2 element, in third row we only need 1 element, in fourth row we don't need anything, because diagonal element is 0, and these 3 element will come from the upper part of the diagonal, because just we will have to put the negative sign before that, then only we will get. So from the real number set or from the any number set, only if we have this 3 plus 2 plus 1, that is 6 element, only if you give the 6 elements, then I can easily write the matrix of that matrix M. Only we need 6 element, minimum number element is 6. If you give me 6 elements, 6 real number or 6 rational number, then I will guarantee I can write a matrix of this form. Hence the answer will be B. So moving to the next question. Next question is question number 10, and it is the last question of this paper. So it is given that P and Q shown in the figure, and it is given that this is the profit percentage, that is P company, Q company. It is given that P and Q are 2 company, and it is given they invest every time same amount of money. Suppose X amount of money, suppose 10,000 rupees P spent company every year, means invest, then Q also invest same amount of money, that is X amount of money, and it is every year same amount, investing money is same amount. So it is given, and they are asking that find the total revenue, ratio of total revenue by company P and total revenue of the company Q. So revenue is nothing but sum of all, actually any year revenue is nothing but the selling price, That is, if we have cost price of some product and if we sell this with some profit, then total that is total selling price, means suppose we buy a product with 10 rupees and if we set is 12 rupees, then our revenue is 12. Okay, so we will as a total revenue we are taking this sum of all 5 years selling price. Okay, so for 2013, if X is the invested price and the profit is 10%, so selling price will be for 2013 will be X plus 10% of X. Okay, that is 10% of X is X into 10 by 100, that is X plus 0.1 X. This is for 2013. Similarly, you can see for P, just we are finding for P. So SP for 2014 will be X plus 20%, that is 0.2 of X. You can see that. And next 2015 is 40%. So I am writing for total 6 years, given 6 years. So I am writing for this. So total revenue for P is nothing but total revenue for P is from every term we will get 6x, plus and we will get some profit percentage that term. So we will take common from everyone for all the 6 years. So first for 10 profit 10% we are getting 0.1. For the 2014, since 20% profit, so we are getting 0.2, means we are adding all the 6 years. Okay, so we have taken the common X. So for the next it is 40% given, so 0.4. so hence, and next one is a point again 4 plus 0.5 again and plus 0.4. So what we will get? We will get total revenue for P is nothing but 6x plus, if you add these terms you will get 2. Okay, that is 2x, that is nothing but total 8x. Similarly, if we use the same concept for total revenue for Q, use the same concept, that is x plus 20% of this in 2013, x plus 0.2x, again x plus 0.3x. so if we add in similar we will get total revenue for is nothing but 8.5x. now the ratio is 8x by 8.5x. okay, so x's get cancelled, so we will get 80 by 85. okay, means point we will take point out, so 80 by 85 it will be 16 by 17 if we divide by 5. okay, so correct answer will be B. So in this way you can solve all the 10 question. It is not hard to do. So 15 marks for GATE exam is very important. Okay, so obviously if you can spend only 30 minutes or 20 minutes and if you get score 15 marks in GATE, it will help you. So I will suggest you don't give less importance to this aptitude part. Okay, you give importance to aptitude part also. So I will request you go to my channel and see all other videos for GATE related, and please like and subscribe the channel. Thank you very much. Bye.